everyone. Welcome to the stream. I realize I probably should have done a bandwidth test because it is raining here. Which is certainly very new. Hey Blob, hey Ian. The other day, I went outside because being a streamer, I have very little reason to go outside. I went outside for the first time all day and I'm like, I looked out the window first and I'm like, wow, it's kind of overcast. I wonder if it's gonna rain. So I went outside and I realized that, no, it wasn't overcast. That was smoke from the fires. So, the rain is very much needed here. And both for the sake of the historic drought that we've been having, as well as the smoke. So hopefully this will clear the air a little bit, quite literally. We've had too much rain here. We have not had that problem. Hey Khalid. Hey Tiger. Welcome Invincible. Hey, thanks Janae. Welcome Amuro. Yeah, our farmers are having the opposite problem with not having enough water to harvest. Be able to have a relevant harvest. I'm a little out of focus. There we go. I wouldn't even know how to begin to pronounce or spell that, Ian, so. Think you're doing fine. Alright, let me finish getting this all set up anyway. Hey Tyler, no? I don't know how many times I've turned off that Marvel thing, but it's coming back. Hey, happy birthday, Miss Lethally. There we go. There's still, yeah, I can't do anything about it other than wait for it to time out. Alright, folks, the deck is Shuffle Demon Hunter. The goal of the deck is to shuffle a bunch of soul fragments into our deck, eventually work our way towards Glide to complete progress on our quest line, and then eventually turn those soul fragments into random legendaries with the help of Elise Starseeker. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. Alright, let's lose some games. It's basically like a Demon Hunter Renounce Demon Hunter. Nailed it. Warlock is a problem if it's even lock. I need to hope this is Reno, but Elise into Glide seems good. This also ensures that the Glide is in the Outcast slot, which actually is pretty good into even lock, right? The problem is they can maybe get threats down as early as turn 3, so the glide might be too slow. Oh. Okay. Not even. That's a good sign. I'm just gonna trade this. Hey, Nosferaturian. Jack, thank you for the raid.
Pleasure doing business.
Hope you had a good stream. Currently playing a little bit of Shuffle Demon Hunter because I intend to lose some ranks today. Rank 1 raid, did Jack get 1? Better check Twitter to confirm. Got 1 with Pillager Rogue. Well, congrats. Well done. Gotta go farm that Twitter engagement now. Alright, next turn is always this. I think I want to hold this for the turn that the glide comes out. Right? Or for the turn that I play the glide, so I play this on the same turn as the glide. Otherwise, it just gets shuffled back in anyway. So it's Elise into Sigil Glide. I think that makes sense to me. Appropriate rank emblem? Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. It's making the glide pretty usey here. If I can get the coin in there too, that would be the dream. Corrupt this guy. Unfortunately, I'm only getting 1 map into my deck, but if I get the Elekk, not the educated, the augmented, I can shuffle 2. Okay. This glide is gonna be devastating, I hope. Zoop. Ooh, and we got the Sigil Runner in the Outcast slot. I am the best. I realized that Jack just got like rank 1, but clearly I'm the best. I wonder if I hold this for next turn to try and get the next stage done. Because I've got the Sigil going off too, I've got the double jump, I think I do. You're welcome, Hip. Alright. Soul Shear. Maybe worth? Like, most of these cards are from Glide, right? Start here. Ooh. I feel like this is relatively safe, right? We shuffled their hand. I knew it. I was never going to fail. Here?
Get back. Get back.
Yeah. Should be able to get the Curtis in hand next turn. It's just kind of, this is now in an awkward spot, but if I don't get it down next turn, it's the following turn. Alright, I could just go double Shard into Illidari Studies to set up the glide for the following turn. That's why I wanted to break the first half of the Dreadlord, so that my life is easier on the follow-ups. Ooh. Okay. I'm not going to play that. Does I just go here? I don't know. Win condition is Golden Monkey? It is. It is. If I hit the monkey off the top here, I don't... Well, I guess I'll play it. But it's going to be really hard to get Curtis down if I do that. Wait, that's rude.
Soul for soul.
Alright. Seems better next turn.
Soul for soul.
These glides are just disgusting. Is the quest reward effective post-monkey? Yes, all of my legendaries will be reduced by 2, as long as I play the Curtis before the monkey. Rude. I mean, to be fair, we've kind of been obnoxious this whole game, so can't fault them too much. Hey, Blue Train, thank you for the 47 months. Really appreciate that. Trade this.
Pleasure doing business.
Let's go here and here. Just shy of 4 years, jeez. I cannot believe I've been streaming for that long. Where does the time go? That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, the good news is, like, the opponent still has 4 cards in hand, right? 5 with a tap, so... Yeah, it's a bummer to lose the Curtis, but we can work our way out of this. Or not. Okay, I want to get more stuff in the Elekk that I can eventually turn into random legendaries, right? Raw. I don't think I'm going to corrupt this one, unfortunately. At least I'm back up to full. Monkey! Suddenly Treant Demon Hunter. Next turn we can just go Barnes and Lillian. How many cards do I have in deck? 10? Not great. Hey, thanks for the Defile, friend. That was a lot of resources, but... Tap last lol. Hey, Penguins fan. Gonna be a while before that becomes relevant. Let's see what's in the box, right? Or I could just play the Goru, but I'm not doing anything else. It challenges the Void Daddy, but
Tonight, a tale of glorious
Yashara. Fred. Oh no, that's King Mosh. Never mind.
I exact my revenge.
Honestly, that's pretty good for the future, right? Who's Fred? Swamp King Fred. He's the hunter version of the dinos. Do they just have like a Mechathun combo? Why are they running all this draw? Like, what if they discard Gul'dan here? Oh. Oof. Oof. Why did they do that? I don't know about that one. Alright.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
I think this one's actually more concerning. Eventually that'll be good. Opium. Really would have been nice to have the Curtis. Especially with this, I wouldn't even need to outcast it if I were good at the game. I want to favor the minions coming off the right-hand side because these, like, especially the Nomi.
dogs do learn new tricks.
Thanks. Didn't you want to tap first? What is going on? We're too high a rank for this to be happening.
Who's up for an adventure?
That's just going to be an improvement for me. Watch them get life tap and then life tap. Okay, well that's not great, but like I'm rarely hero powering anyway. Like they have one card in hand. That needs to change if they want to win. I would think. I've got a Defile in my deck. I could just rip this to look for the Defile, right? One, two, three, four. I think I do.
Alas, poor
Nice.
warlock.
Okay. Jeez. Like I was gonna say, the only reason it would make sense for them not to be tapping is if they had exactly the Gul'dan, but they don't, so it doesn't make sense. This requires both to attack in, and they can't like do anything cheesy with spells or anything. It's unfortunate timing. It's 26 damage. Is there anything that even gets me there? Chaos Nova, maybe? Emphasis on the maybe.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Such a bummer. I feel like the opponent made a lot of mistakes too. Oh well. The rat won the game. It certainly helped, right? Like imagine it, like I could have made a lot better plays if I had more mana available to me. Yeah. I don't know that it would have been a guaranteed win, but it would have been a lot easier. Just they sniped a 1 out of 3 too, because I had a couple minions in hand, I believe. Hunter's kind of a bummer. I think the only hope is that I glide their okay. I have to glide the Tavish. Basically, I need the opponent to be a potato. Which is not a great strategy, but I don't want to like risk not having this get outcasted. I guess there's no card that I could have drawn that would have blocked it, but it's still probably just worth keeping this whole hand. Could have been worth just playing this, but I don't want to give them a target for their spells. I don't think it's... Yeah, I just need to play this on like turn 5 or something. If the opponent has a brain though, I have a hard time winning, just because they'll never like leave the Tavish in hand. How long have you been playing Wild? Since the very first Wild Open. I don't remember when that was, 2017? Okay, that's something I can target with the Shear. But it also is kind of slow for their quest. Well. Am I gonna end up shuffling a bunch of Tavishes into their deck? Forget sometimes that there are consequences to my choices. Okay, it's a 0 mana hero power now, so Glide is still not there. Is that a Hunter's Mark? Overwhelm, okay. Ooh. I mean, if they have one drop Tavish, I'm just done, right? Or one mana spell. I need to hope that they don't have that. Okay. That's perfect. I get a tracking. Hopium. Do some damage. Coward. Oh, their brain is functional. It's disappointing. Do I just have to do this anyway? Just to get the healing.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Pleasure doing business.
Well played. Time grows short.
Alright, I do get the Curtis next turn. Good to overheal a little bit. There's the Elise. The animations were kind of tough. I wonder if...
You'll need to run faster than that.
I don't know. Wonder if I could have gotten the Curtis last turn.
I see.
Pleasure doing business.
Evil cannot hide from no mercy!
Time grows short.
Hope we don't die. We're dead.
I yield for now.
Bummer. Hey, the jerks. How many spells did the Educated Elekk have inside of it? I have no idea. An irrelevant amount.
Mine is the only way. This ends now.
You seem like pretty bad keeps. I just want to turbo down the quest line, I think. Well, thanks, Shardshatter.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Really need to find a glide quite quickly. This isn't terribly helpful for it. Neither is that. Should I even be punching? I don't know. Probably not. E96.
Muzzle their match.
Sure. Just gonna play the Elekk anyway. Here's the glide, but it's not in the right spot just yet, so I might have to tempo this out. I go here, here, here on 5.
More bones to gnaw on.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him with the oops.
A blunder.
But, I mean, this is the play I have to make here, right? Oh god, another one? Opponent knows where the place is. Alright, we do get the glide at least, but some of the damage has already been done, right? Play this. This will be 0, this will be 3. No, I didn't draw this turn, so I have to go here. Skull is maybe good in the future. Shoop.
I see your strength.
They will never catch me.
Soul for soul.
Down. Still a 9/9 on the board though. Disgusting.
For now.
The point of the glide was to reduce the number of cards in hand.
Illidan versus Rexar.
I'm acting on instinct. This ends now.
Want to find glide? Probably even more important than the jailer. Just find the glide. Get it outcasted.
None will survive.
And hope they mess up with the Tavish. Well,
Job's done.
we've got some elephants. That's a terrible draw.
Vengeance is mine.
Should I concede now or good late? Like the problem with this hand is that these cost so much that even if I top deck a glide, unless I top deck it exactly the turn that I need it, like it doesn't do anything because I'm not gonna be able to outcast it. Like I might just have to rip a glide on turn 4 to reset this hand, even if it's not outcast. I shouldn't have played this one, because it shuffles bad cards into my deck that aren't glide. that was a mistake. Got one unnecessary card in my deck now. I considered just tempoing out the Mystic because I do like the idea of drawing a card off of the Luckysoul, but
I wonder.
I also like the idea of adding more healing in my deck in the form of soul fragments. Really like the idea of them using the coin here. Yeah, that's a bummer. Alright. Screw up their Luckysoul. Next turn we go here and here, and we are not drawing very many cards, are we? Not a snipe. Yeah, that could help me find a glide. Or even a skull would be nice for next turn, I suppose. Okay, hero powering that leads me to believe it's not explosive.
The nose knows.
That's right.
Do you have the artifact?
Vengeance is mine.
Need them not to have double ones next turn. Okay, another one. Another spell, please. If it does damage. That's not it. That is? Okay, I need to find a glide now. It's glide or bust. I guess Stelina could work as well. But it's not guaranteed, it's just most of the time this works.
Just have a little peek.
Get wrecked.
They will never catch me.
Alright. Still got a ways to go because I think they could eventually draw it, but sure. And I don't have any card draw myself. Well, that seems like it was done in the wrong order.
A blunder.
Wow. That was not good. They had a lot more resources they could have gotten there.
They will never catch me.
Okay. Like, I'm just desperate for card draw at this point, and I've kind of shuffled a fair number of bad cards into my deck. So I kind of, like, I don't want to, I don't know if I can play a glide if I hit one off the top. Seems like they valued denying you the lock and load too much. Is that what that play was? Yeah, like, I would say that that was not worth it all. And then they had the other piece of the rapid fire in hand, so why not get more resources off of the lock and load themselves? It's just kind of a bizarre play, IMO.
Important job gets special bomb.
Fine. Okay. Let's find the Curtis.
Gotta go.
Enderlock, thank you for the prime. Wait, I don't even have the Curtis yet. That's embarrassing.
Vengeance is mine.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. I think I need to complete the quest next turn. Oh,
Pleasure doing business.
let's do it. God. That Tavish is buried in there somewhere. Okay. I don't mind the healing right now. I also wouldn't mind additional healing off of this. Even though it could break some of the skull, and also prevents me from playing the Curtis this turn, I just, like... I feel like I need the healing in case they do hit the... Fortunately, that doesn't work the way I want it to. Yeah, just hold this for next turn. At this stage, even if they top deck the Tavish, it's like they have 2 cards in hand. So every time they use a spell off the top, I feel like that limits their like overall damage. I do not want to play that. At least not in the outcast slot.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah. If I just play this one. I'm out of Elekks. You can just lead with a glide next turn. Oh my god, I love this so much. Opponent just absolutely mauling right now. Let's trade first. Wait, does that make sense? No, I think I just want to glide first. I could kill my, I don't think I want the, Soul Shear back. I would rather find the map.
doing business.
Wait, do I have one card in my deck and it's a 4-drop? Kettle Joe, thank you for the 14 months. This deals with the Baku. This wasn't active, right? Because that's outrageous.
I am out of cards.
Yep. Alright.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
Divine Shield copy. It just dies, right? But it protects another minion from getting hero powered. Emmet value. Draw seemed fine, yeah. Good joke. Jeez. 1 damage off legal. Yeah, you do. Oh, Stelina coming in clutch. If only Monkey generated value instead of replacing card with value. I mean, that's the idea behind the deck. I just drew all of my soul fragments before he could turn them into legendaries. And I had to dump my Elekks early before they could shuffle stuff in, so.
Illidan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death. This ends.
Curious the process of getting clips to the clips channel. If someone makes a clip, do you approve them manually or do you need to? Yeah, I have to re-upload them to the other channel. So I think what I'm going to do is just like make a clips channel in the Discord. That way, it's easier to like curate them, because right now I'm just going based off of the ones that have the most views, and those tend to be a bit older than others. All right, I think I keep everything but the double jump, right? This into coin this is pretty good, right? So thank you for that reminder. I just need to add a channel for Discord. If you make a clip, you're also welcome to just link it here. Oh, thank you, Facepalm. I'll take a look. I think I want this down first. Glide. Could get the Rokara. If they go with a big cannon turn here, especially if there's a brigand involved, they kept their whole hand, so it's possible they do. I'll just coin out the shard.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle sword.
Ooh. Nope, they got the opposite of a good start.
Vengeance is mine.
pleasure doing business.
Nice. Wow. Okay. I mean, this isn't going to be outcastable next turn anyway, so might as well get it on board.
They will never catch me.
And we got another glide, so neat. Okay. Probably the shard turn, especially those cannons blast my minions, which apparently not happening. Okay. Fantastic weapon draw.
Gotta go.
Spock Mania, thank you for the 13 months. Just launched Hearthstone for the first time since the beginning of Battlegrounds, and wow, I have missed it a lot. It made me sad that there is a Battlegrounds pass, and in regular WoW, there's so many even more powerful decks, my gimmicks can't keep up. Hey, I'm managing to at least keep pace with this gimmicky deck, so there's certainly hope still. So anyway, they started blasting. Alright. We're gonna give them additional cards, but like the Rokara, it's pretty devastating for our game plan because it gives them inevitability. So I think it's a worthwhile trade. Just coin glide next turn. I wonder if the sigil was even worth there then. I should have saved it for this turn. Wait, are they not going in? One. Oh no! Pretty brutal. This always gets me Spectral Sight, right? But let's actually play this first.
Eyes for vengeance. I see.
Yeah, it certainly makes it tough. They know you have glide. I think it, like, I think it's just the correct play regardless. Like, people are in too big of a hurry often to just complete the quest without thinking about the consequences of doing so without playing it. So it's just like the correct line when there isn't really much threat there. That's why I think it's silly when everybody tells me I should add Dirty Rats and Mutanus to my deck in order to play around quest lines, because that's not how that works, unfortunately. Speaking of unfortunate. I think I just lose from here. Actually just lose to Gore Hell. Alright, I'll be right back.
Skeleton versus
All right, another go at warrior.
Victory or death! This ends now!
I think this is probably worth keeping just as a hope to get either Selena or Glide into their Rokara. Rats are good against non-questline combo decks, at least. Which one? Because generally, that is not necessarily the case. A lot of combo decks have redundancy right now.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
Okay, no Brigand at least. Good hits for me. Alignment Druid, Ignite Mage if you get lucky. I don't think you counter Ignite Mage with rats. They just have too many minions and they're too fast. Pillager, maybe. But even then they have a lot of minions that just eat it. And Alignment can set up a situation where like they just kill you same turn. So I don't think that I don't think rat is good disruption right now.
Who goes there?
Pretty good Mystic, and their board's gone, so. Unfortunately, the Yankar just refills their hand. I'm not quite out of this yet. Oh, that's my face. Sure.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
Oh, okay. It's a little bit more sense, I suppose. Although, yeah, it's the same thing. Actually, not a bad draw here. But I do want to kill that. Or I could just get quest progress. Probably more worthwhile.
I'm not too young to fight.
Need to hope that's not a 1-mana pirate. Wait. That's the Rokara in hand. And now I need to Desperation play for Glide. This works too.
We'll just have a little peek.
No. Oh god. Oh god. The other card isn't
The nose, no.
it's also kind of scary. That's a bummer for them. Alright, just need to find the Shardshatter. Got a second one, and that could stabilize. Oh! think I want to hold this for next turn so that I can guarantee quest progress. Trade first? Why would I trade here?
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
Nice. Needed some healing, so take that. That's a good draw. I'm just gonna play this out so that I can draw into it. I do not want to play this outcasted. But I will play it here. Get the Curtis in hand.
Soul for soul.
Cool. We're still a Rokara top deck away from just like being in a pretty uncomfortable spot, but we're certainly doing all right here. Yeah, that adds more resources for the monkey. I do have another Spectral Sight in there. Go here.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
I just want to shuffle as many soul fragments as I can.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yes, I do.
I see.
Yeah. That's up for next turn.
Get back. Soul for soul.
Next turn I can go here and then glide. Here, here, glide. This doesn't actually draw anything, does it? No! I wasn't done with you! Yeah, it's 2 matches that Stolina has won for me. In both cases, she was actually just better than Glide, too.
Illidan
Oh,
versus Jaina.
The time for dreaming is over.
This ends now.
gross. Okay. Just have to hope for a Glide. That's a Glide. But we'll see if I can make this work. Weird. What does that mean? It's not Ignite, right? Zodia, maybe?
Vengeance is mine.
I mean, Glide still has potential to be good, right? Just for reducing their hand size. No, hold the weapon. Glide after the quest reward, maybe? I mean, the problem with that play is that a lot of times that leaves me dead. Like, That's not a reliable strategy, IMO.
They will never catch me.
There we go.
I see.
Probably ends up being a glide turn if I want it.
Gotta go.
Vengeance is mine.
Kind of gliding away a lot of cards of my own. I want to shuffle a coin into my deck. Maybe bury some of their pieces. It seems good.
Job's done.
We just shuffled 4 of those into their deck, and they do not want this card in their deck, do they?
Time grows short.
Cool. It's just old school quest mage. Probably with like giants and stuff. Reno quest mage? No, it's not. They've played multiple duplicates already. I'm gonna go with probably not. Wait, I just drew all my death rattles.
Gotta go.
I mean, I have more glides. So maybe I can shuffle that in, but either way, like a free turn isn't that concerning right now, is it?
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
Pleasure doing business.
Vengeance is mine.
They're turn away from the Vargoth. I'll draw a lot more next turn. To try and find the glide. Nice card. Wonder why they put that in their deck. Alright. Wait. That might actually be fun if I do hit a glide.
They will never catch me.
I see.
Fantastic. Wait, no, I don't want them to have multiple extra turns, right? That would be silly. Oh. Hey, another glide. Look at that.
Time grows short. Fear not, Tread. Fear my defense.
Where's the Elise, though?
Vengeance is mine.
Oh, guess I should have played that, but...
Someday I'll be just like you.
Do I get to see what the secrets are in here? No. Okay, no counterspell. That's not a good... That would have been devastating to give them a skull here.
Alas, poor warlock. I see. Time grows short.
Pleasure doing business. Pleasure doing business.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Hey, there's the Elise. $13 and $9. How big is your deck? Well, it'll be a lot bigger when these die. I can just run them into the giant if I want. It's not a lot of value. Oh, come on. Didn't even get my random legendaries.
Illidan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death. This ends now.
Double Jailer seems alright into Pirate Warrior. Oh my god. Especially with the Shatter. The Sharder. Nailed it. Alright, this helps challenge like the patches. I don't yet have a way to kill a cannon if they have one, but I can deal with that. Is probably what matters most, or the most likely play here. I have this available to me starting next turn, but I don't think it's very good next turn, so I might just go Elekk. Ignis. I'll give it the 3 months.
Trust the
Okay. Nope. Nope. This is gonna require the Mystic. Wait, do they? Oh my god, they have the Ankar in their hand. That can't feel good.
glory. I'm here for the gold. Glory. I'm here for the gold.
Look for more here. Problem is I don't have a glide queued up just yet, so it's not bad. I think I want to look for the glide. So like this. Fortunately, I don't even know if glide is going to get me there, simply because like the way these are. Oh, okay, now it can. Phenomenal.
I see.
Absolutely disgusting. Gonna go here and then here. But because they have 2 ticks left on the quest line, they're likely to leave the Rokara in hand, right?
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Or it's not unreasonable for them to leave the Rokara in hand. Nice. And honestly, I'd be happy if they kill this Elekk because I don't want to shuffle double Rokara into their deck. Ooh, that's bad for me. Wait, where did the second glide come from? Why is there a glide here, here, and one supposedly in my deck still?
They will
Am I crazy?
never catch me.
I want to try and use this next turn to get Curtis. And like this glide is kind of just dead from here on out, I think. Hey, Don. Oh, it's because of the sigil. Yeah, you're right.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
I need another shard.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Oh, that gets me the Curtis. Wait, I guess I was gonna get it anyway because of the weapon swing here. I just have to remove that, even though it's like worse than waiting until after the Curtis comes down.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
That's bad. But that's also why I needed to clear the the 2/2. Yeah, I desperately need that shard shatter. Yep. Oh! Unbelievable.
Nobody loots these rooms but me.
Right, I can get this back, right? Hit here. It saps the shard. I mean, that's absolutely worth, right? I missed damage. Oops.
Pleasure doing business.
I've got no more.
Pleasure doing business.
They will never catch me.
I think I just play this one to
Look like you
corrupt the
love
Lucky
a
too.
good deal.
But I'm out of Outcast because that glide isn't actually there. So I missed 3 damage, which could be relevant, but oh well. Start here. Spectral, I just want to get to the east, right? There we go. Well, there's our healing.
Do you have the artifact?
Fortunately, that makes me
Pleasure doing business.
go here. I think I want to pump the Elekk so that I get a fatigue buffer.
Soul for soul. I'm slashing priceless. Pleasure doing business.
There we go.
Not many cards left.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, we've got that for next turn. That has 4 spells. Even if there's only actually 1 card in my deck, I need this to die then, right? Otherwise, I'm just turning the lone glide into a... Like, the lone card is another pillager, peddler. So, I don't know how this dies, but... Probably can't play the monkey just yet, right?
Look like you love a good deal. I'm flashing priceless. Get back.
I think I can probably get away with it, right? I think this just pushes enough, and the glide's useless anyway. Got ourselves a 5-mana Yeti. And we just set up lethal anyway. Watch them top deck the Rokar here. Aw. You have no cards, Roffle? That's okay. They're all in play, so. That solves the problem. How am I winning with this? What? Why is this happening? Well, because I'm drawing Glide at appropriate times. I guess that probably contributes.
Illidan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
This ends now.
Wonder if people are gonna start playing Pillager Rogue now that Jack got rank 1 with it. Sorry, what?
Efficient is sufficient.
Disgusting.
I see.
I'm gonna give them the cost reduction because I'm just gonna glide afterwards anyway. I wonder if it's Reno Rogue. Yikes. A little bit of concern about that, but actually that top deck solves it. Yeah! I think it is Reno Rogue. I want to get the Elise down, but I also want to glide their reduced cost hand away. Oh, it's Galakron. Okay. Now I want to glide even more. I'll get the Elise back eventually, right? I believe. I don't think it's good enough to get rid of those. They don't like progress the quest line.
I will be your death.
Evil draws close.
Go ahead and kill that. I'll trade this.
Pleasure doing business.
Nice.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is
Find another glide.
They will never catch me.
Unfortunate. Guess I just have to get the Curtis in hand. They can't play the Galakron next turn anyway, so might have a turn to get there, but I won't be able to play the the cards as I like. Or I won't be able to play the glide, fortunately.
My quest, my revenge, and all ends here.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Maybe that can help me find the glide next turn, because I still have a lot of cards in hand. And we get to negate some of the 0-cost cards if they have another 7-drop. What do we think it is? They won't be able to play a Lackey this turn with the Togwaggle. Is it Mutanus maybe in hand? But I'm just gonna look real hard for the glide right now. I've got this, even this as card draw.
Darkness wanes.
Oh.
Pleasure doing business. Pleasure doing business.
They will never catch me.
Beautiful. Can potentially turn off their Reno.
Time grows short.
I know a soul.
Launching fury!
Should have gotten the Elise down. Alright, next turn it is. I just go here, and shuffle essentially 3 maps into my deck.
What about? You are too late. His return is nigh.
There's 5 to the board, so at least the Curtis survives. No.
Do you have the artifact?
You hit Legend with this deck, I'm uninstalling Hearthstone? Didn't it give you hope if I hit Legend with a deck as absurd as this?
I see.
Pleasure doing business.
I want to get the
We'll just have a little
Bronx out of their hand if I can. Unlucky.
I see. Time grows short.
Pleasure doing business.
Launching fury!
Double monkey?
You look like you
They're going to play the Kronks again, so this gives me some board resilience to be able to strike back into it. I'm also shuffling on 4 additional cards into my deck. Isn't bad. 5. Thank you.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Zoop.
like you love a good deal.
Okay. This is gonna go, like, I'm gonna have minions at 6, though.
I'm slashing prices.
Charged and ready to rumble.
This also has the potential to pull something.
Attack again.
May have been worth playing. Like, I played the that in the wrong order, I think, because I could have shuffled some more soul fragments, and it was net neutral. Like, I wouldn't have been able to play an 8-drop, but I would have gotten one more, potentially one more legendary in my deck. And wait, you're just dead though. Whiff? Okay. I mean, they could theoretically kill this, but... Yeah. Ooh. Well, good thing that Angora belongs to the Titans, right? Maybe not. God. Dragon?
Angora belongs to the Titans.
To control life, we must wield the power of death itself.
Say one more legendary in hand is worth it over one more in deck? Well, yeah, but like I wouldn't have lost one in hand because the card replaces itself. It was a conversation of one more mana versus there's just like no downside other than I wouldn't be able to play an 8-drop.
Out of the kitchen and into the frying pan.
Bubble, bubble.
Confine yourself to linear thinking.
Darkness wanes.
Tog was off the Elekk? Yeah, but like when I shuffled the Tog, it was at 0 mana, so it would have come down in a very concerning way.
Behold the armies of Stormwind. Unity, precision.
What? Merc, thank you for the 11 months. That was outrageous. Now I just need to draw a dragon to finish the ridiculousness with the,
We are friends now.
Oh, we're friends now.
Hello, friend.
I don't know how they get out of this. That Varian was disgusting.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Broom? Oh my god, what a ridiculous game. Also, that brings us above a 50% win rate for the deck. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and actually probably swap decks, but I will be right back. Lionheart, thank you for the 7 months. What a game. Yeah, that was pretty outrageous. I thought it was gonna slip away, but turns out random legendary is not that good. Is that what you learned from that game? Oh, you were just quoting the other person. All right, be right back. Okay. Did you notice Merc sub? Yes, I did, but thank you again. Just in case. Look at that, perfect timing. You're welcome, Squiggle. Glad you made it too. Oops, that's not the thing I'm doing. No free clout. Alright, folks, the deck is Dragon Rogue. The goal of the deck is to use sketchy information to draw the Necreum Blade, find our way to Witchward Piper, which draws Necreum Apothecary, combo the Necrim Apothecary, which hits Deathwing Dragonlord, and then we'll pull all of our dragons from hand directly into play. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. Slizzle, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Hope the kiddos are well. I think I saw that one was homesick. But thank you for that. Thank you for that raid. Hope you had a good stream. We just finished playing Shuffle Demon Hunter with Elise Starseeker as our win condition. Now we're getting into some serious business with a Dragon Rogue. GG. Earlier I was the Reno lock against you a couple of hours ago. Wait, that was my first game. Believe it or not, I actually won a surprising number with that deck after facing you. Alright, let's keep this because it gets me to the sketchy faster. Keep this because it helps combo the Apothecary and gets me to the Hyper.
None will survive.
Trade this. Big oof. Okay. Change of plans. Find the Anka. Anka? Okay, Anka comes down next turn. Wait, Anka and the Deathwing come down next turn? There you go. It's possible I should have held this back. But there's no way they just kill it, right? And even if they do, like, 19 damage worth plus the Anka is pretty disgusting. Like, they would have to be out of their mind to kill this Deathwing here. Okay. Opponent is confirmed sane. Wait, couldn't they? I guess they didn't want to kill my minions. Take the gamble? This goes face, this goes face. It's the same thing. Like, I have a pop on this next turn regardless. Because I can go Necrean Blade Hero Power, so I might as well just draw the cards now. Hit an Extortion or a Backstab and I'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I add more dragons to hand. Like the upside was too good here. This is beginning to hurt. Hey chat, you like dragons?
Nothing gets past.
Shouldn't be dead here, right? Concern. Power shot might actually get them there, right? Oh god. Arcane shot. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. It was a turn too slow. If I had hit a activator for the Deathwing sooner, that would have been free win.
Valera versus Morgul!
I make my own luck.
All right. Kind of want to use this to find a sketchy, but I've got the coin to get this out early, at least. I would like a second coin so I can go coin Necran Blade on 2, then coin Apothecary on 3. Oh god, we could just easily get blown out by Flurgle Toxfin in this deck, or in this matchup. That would be amusing. Just gonna give myself the opportunity here to top deck a counterfeit coin. Wait, did I didn't need to prep that. That was dumb. I should have saved the prep in case I hit a Candle Breath, but I want to just throw in their meat on the board like that. Seems wildly inappropriate.
Nothing gets past me.
I don't want to kill that and get the frog out, but it might happen anyway. I could have probably worked that out in a way that got the spirit out and then maybe... Wait, it doesn't gain stealth? No, it does. It happened at the end of my turn. $27 still on the board though. Dane deck? No. Labor Sangre has been playing this deck for years. Maybe not years, but for quite a while. Could be Dane's list. But it is not a new concept. Oh. That can't feel good. They meant your opponent's list with the meat wagons? Yeah, so did I. Welcome, Cherry. Like, I think there's at least one video on my channel from
Valera versus
like Dark Moon Fair era with it. Maybe even before Dark Moon Fair.
and carry out our
With
will.
I make my
Old Yogg. Gary, thank you for the prime. It was a good keep. I don't think the Anka is worth keeping. I would rather just find the Apothecary early. Found it. So prep, sketchy. Try and find a second coin. Good pull for the... If I hit the second coin next turn, it's
Someone's gotta lead
disgusting opener, but I don't need to be in a big hurry since I have the sleeping dragon, so double sleeping, sure. Just gonna clear that, play the Nectarian Blade next turn, swing with it, hopefully into like a captain or something, and then I coin this and just absolutely dunk on the opponent. Okay. Pre-recorded game, just purely scripted here. Oh dear God. Pretty gross. Opponent going to be very sad. So am I if I top deck the Deathwing Dragonlord here. But 1 out of 22. Cool. Allows me to send the weapon upstairs. Zoop. Hey!
I judge you worthy.
Well, thank you. I wasn't really concerned about your input, but appreciate it nonetheless.
Blood and plunder.
Who in their right mind hides loot?
I judge you worthy.
Thank you.
No drop fire.
Bam! Sigma Dragon grind set, true.
Valera versus James.
Oh. So what we're gonna do in this matchup is, first of all, mulligan away the Deathwing because that's terrible for me. But what I want to do is get the Nozdorma down. That way, if it's Ignite Mage, they can't combo even if they wanted to. There's the Noz. Okay. I just need to, like, get the Apothecary and we're set. And the weapon, I suppose. Wow, this hand is a little heavy. Opponent full mold. Maybe they'll just like shove a dirty right here.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
Hey yo. Let's bash because I don't have anything to do for a while. I also don't have a way to like proc the apothecary or combo it. So like the opponent's not gonna really kill it for me, right? That would be crazy. It's the usual turn for Ignite Mage to pop off. Turn 5 or 6 is pretty typical. With the coin, it's a little earlier. It is Ignite Mage. So I need to find the weapon.
Nothing gets past.
That potentially gives me a combo activator next turn if they play a minion. Which isn't unrealistic, right? Because the 3 mana cards tend to be minions. Hey, Maria. 10. Let's just do this. And now I just need to draw the weapon and then hero power it to get the minions in play. Or if they play another minion, I could hit either a Backstab or a Extortion. Yeah, let's look for the Extortion. That is unfortunate for me. Gotta trade it. Bump.
Nothing gets past too soon.
Wait, that was dumb. I should have just extorted it and not bumped. That was a big mistake.
The wails of these cowards chill me.
That was real dumb. And I'm probably gonna get punished for it. No, I'm not. I also wasted an attack there for no reason when I have the Blackwing come down. I wonder if they have the APM to make this work.
By my calculations, you need to chill out. Too soon. Nothing gets past me.
Ropes a burning.
You looking for a candle?
Someday I'll be just like you.
Hey, Yerna. Oh god, they just missed.
Soon. Time runs out on me.
Do they go again?
Another happy guildie.
These are due back tomorrow. Oh, no tech.
They're digging hard. They still might be able to get me. Is there anything that helps me in my deck? Don't think so. It's just a matter of whether or not they have it. Could have gotten the Sleepy Dragon in, but like, I don't think anything matters other than the combo, and they're already kind of slow on it. So, yeah, I don't think they can kill me with the tradable animations, right?
Come dance to my song.
They get an Apprentice, but they've already used one evocation. It's GG. Easy. I almost botched it with that extortion turn. It's less likely to be the version that cheats animations because since it runs minions, right? No. Like, that's just the correct way to build the deck, is with a lot of minions. You can still cheat animations regardless of what version you're running. So those things are unrelated.
Valera versus
Like the animation clipping doesn't matter until the combo turn anyway.
Before the might of the elves.
I make my own.
Ooh, I just desperately need to find the apothecary. Cloak of Shadows be bad for this deck. I mean, it just doesn't do anything. So, like, I'm curious what the purpose would be. It's just a high roll deck. It either high roll, like, you don't want to spend turn 3 playing a cloak, and yeah, like, I do not know what it would accomplish. Let's give ourselves the opportunity to top deck a
Nothing gets past me.
apothecary. Worst case scenario, they Viper me, and then I just hit the sketchy for another one. How does running minions cheat on animations? It doesn't. Like, again, the combo turn is the only one that matters for cheating animations. And it's like most people are not doing it. So expecting it is not helpful. Awesome. Wait, is it though? What if I go... Huh.
So many options.
I'm gonna take a gamble here.
Green mix red.
you soon.
I think that was worth ish. Like I can just kill this. I can go here to get more dragons, and then this, when this dies, it still gets a 12/12 in. Sure. Glad I killed that. Oh wow, that was a bit of a desperation, but pretty glad I killed that doggo now. Yep. Next turn, I can play this to... Like, I just don't want to allow them to kill it. Like, it's a little bit slower. Oh god, they're killing it. This is why I played the draw over the sketchy, though. This is a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off.
Incredible.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it did.
Masterful.
Oh, okay. I do that after you do 3 cards. Maybe they didn't think I added dragons to my deck since I didn't hit any off of the secret passage other than the schnoz.
Valera versus Deathwing.
Embrace the chaos.
I make my own luck.
Backstab is probably just fine, especially with this hand. Pretty good hand. I can coin the Piper, but that's still kind of awkward because I need to find a way. Like, that just gives me turn 5, right? I coin Piper, Backstab into Apothecary, then Necron Blade Hero Power. But if you draw Deathwing, then I Anka. I think my first game I drew Deathwing and we still won, so it's not the end of the world. Oof. Should be asking what if the opponent draws patches. Oh my god, okay, well that's the best patches draw I've ever seen. I shouldn't have attacked last turn, it was pointless, and now it puts me in an awkward spot.
Nothing gets past me.
Because I don't have a weapon swing for next turn if they have a like a deckhand or another one. And watch out for the pirate that destroys weapon durability. That is completely irrelevant in this match. So I'm going to destroy my own weapon durability. I think the Dragonid's just gonna have to be enough. The fact that it has taunt is pretty good. I think the only reason I wouldn't just weapon hero power is if I draw like exactly Candle Breath.
Glory, I'm here for the gold.
Well, seems like a good draw. Like the only better hit would have been like a Sleepy Dragon, and even then, this is pretty good. Oop. Also, like, even if they break my weapon, that just procs the Death Rattle too, so... Like, I don't think the Corsair is a legitimate threat to my setup most times. We have lethal even through a hero power, unless they hit this with the.
Gotta get through me.
Well, that's a little bit better than a hero power, so I'm 1 damage short. Is that right? Yeah. I am so unlucky.
It's the end of all things.
Opponent disagrees. Hey, Paper Pain.
Valera versus Garrosh.
I will show no mercy.
I make my
It's a lot of dragons, but I don't know if I want them right now. Maybe a sleeping dragon. Sleepy dragon is worth into Pirate Warrior. Yeah, just so we can get some taunts. So I can prep the sketchy, coin a weapon, and then counterfeit coin the apothecary, right? Either way, I just want to get this going
Fight on, friend.
early.
here for a chat.
Well, I found my taunt minions. Just gonna dagger next turn. Save the coin for hopefully the apothecary. I wouldn't mind an extortion here. Concern. I realize I could kill it with the weapon, but that leaves me just with no way to activate the
Nothing can pass me.
apothecary, so just use the weapon next turn if I need to. Like if I don't hit the apothecary. Oof. So many patches drawn today. Oh my god, that was the longest animation ever. What?
The box? Pirate.
This is this is just getting ridiculous now. Guess I should have killed that cannon. That's a bad draw. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out of this one. Unless I draw Anka off the top.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Anka's not even gonna be enough. I think I just lose. Bummer.
I get
Well, our draw was slightly worse than the opponent's patch's draw. They make Pirate Warrior bot now, only since the beginning of Wild Hearthstone. But I don't know that we know for sure that was a bot. Just like people pointing fingers about animation clipping, people are way too fast to assume that it's a bot just because they're playing slow, like it could just be mobile. Maybe cut the weapon? Maybe... Are you suggesting I cut Necrogram Blade? One of the critical cards in the deck that's required for this to work?
Victory or death!
I make my own luck.
Pretty good hand if I can get a Apothecary. Because I just play this on 3, this Apothecary on 4, and then Weapon Hero Power on 5.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. Pirates
Yep. This time I was expecting it.
Nothing.
I can't use the backstab here.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
Cool. Isn't it boring for people to play Pirate Warrior and Quest Hunter over and over again? Evidently not, since a lot of people do it. Like, people like winning. There's nothing wrong with that. Those are 2 of the best decks right now, so it makes sense that they would be popular. They may also just, like, not have many cards or many alternatives either. We take 8. I gotta kill the captain here with Backstab Punch. And then hopefully we can stabilize with the double taunt minions.
Nothing gets past me.
Like, I personally enjoy variety, but like, that doesn't mean I should expect everybody to play the game the same way I enjoy to. I enjoy doing it. I have the advantage of having played for a long time and I have a lot of cards. Not everybody does.
Fly, Polly!
grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
It's actually going to be pretty close here, isn't it? I wouldn't mind another dragon off the top, especially a one with taunt or the Blackwing. Deathwing counts too, I suppose.
No drop fire.
I would have liked this to have soaked up more damage from those cannon shots, but probably doesn't change my play all that much.
Nothing gets past me.
Your turn. I don't think that's gonna do it, friend.
In the box? Pirate stuff. Choose soon.
Wow. Wild has such a possibility of variation and of effective and interesting decks. Could that be more of a trend? Like, again, like, people can only play the decks that they have sometimes. So even if they may want to play a variety of decks, that doesn't mean they can.
I make my own luck.
Good.
We have turned our curse into
Yeesh.
our
Okay.
strength.
Well, just get our big stuff out there before they get their big stuff out there. Go ahead and trade this because I don't really want to extort my own face. Oz is good. I think even without the weapon I can coin this, right? There's no silence in the metagame, so I can just like work my way through it with Backstab or attack it into a giant. And then the longer I wait, the more likely it is that I hit a, I'm gonna hold the weapon. Hey, Rex. Reno even into Zeph is a thing? True, but not a thing that, like, can happen until turn 6. Or not a thing that's relevant until turn 6, so ideally, I would just, make them dead before then. They've got to play something next turn, right? I should be able to kill this.
Nothing.
Go ahead and stab. I don't want to backstab it because I might need to extort it if they play something with 2 attack. That has a bit more than 2 attack. Sure. That's maybe my worst one, so that's good news. I'm gonna extort that.
Nothing gets past me.
Then punch it.
Choose soon.
I want to grab the weapon in case I draw more dragons. That's not going to solve the problem. Decent turn 4? Yeah. A little bit better than theirs. Imagine only making a singular 9/9. Embarrassing. Rex Saucy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Wasn't really intending to hit Legend, but I guess I did. So here we are.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
I make my own luck.
Probably just worth to keep the weapon, and I can hold the prep as well because it's an activator at worst for the apothecary. But it also has the potential to draw me cards with Candle Breath and whatnot.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
What are the animation clipping and cheating discussions everyone is lately about? It's possible by manipulating the game files apparently to cut the animations or speed them up dramatically in that's a very good draw, in Ignite Mage, to the point where it's no longer a limiting factor and you can do much more damage than you otherwise would be able to. It is something that is happening, but not nearly as frequently as people think, but it is a legitimate concern, especially since somebody at a very high legend rank is doing it and like chewing through 72 hit points of armor in Druid.
You win this time.
They didn't know I had the Apothecary. Oh god. So if you don't know, I have a clips channel now, chat, where I upload clips of like funny moments that happen in Hearthstone. I died from 53 to a Mogu Cultist combo. And somebody's response, which is hilarious, right? Like, you know, you would expect to be alive at 53 and then suddenly you get surprised like triple Mogu Cultist. Somebody's reaction to that was, and that's why Hearthstone is complete garbage. I was trying to make a case for the exact opposite, but sure.
Watch your back. I make my own luck.
Seems like a good hand. I don't have a prep for this. Maybe I just keep the one dragon. I've made a huge mistake. Since when can you just manipulate game files without a warden detecting it? I mean, that's what people are saying. It's possible that it's like, and probably more likely that it's being done through some sort of extension or third-party program that, like, I don't know, has some effect on it. I know that Otters had looked into it pretty extensively and has more details on it. But probably isn't likely to share that information with people because that makes cheating happen more frequently. We go down to 7 up to 8. I think I'm just going to take the overdraw so that I can get more dragons in hand for next turn and find the backstab. This is perfect-ish. The coin Anka, kind of a turn too slow. I feel like I coin Anka into Deathwing, backstab it. I think it's a mirror match though. Vin, thank you for the 3 months, by the way. It's good to see that use of the coin happen, I think. Unless they have the Apothecary here, because I don't have an answer to that. Perhaps Swindle? Sure. Overdraw shouldn't matter.
My hand is too full.
Kind of did, but
I'm free, and so is my curse.
that felt like my best open. Maybe I could have waited until this coming turn where I could have gone Deathwing, Candle Breath, Backstab. This the Apothecary? Oh, wow. That's bad news for the opponent.
Buried alive.
One, two, three, four. Gets me one additional dragon. No, it gets me the stupid apothecary. That's still probably worth it, right?
Come dance to my song. Choose soon. Nothing. Choose soon.
I think it'll depend a little bit on how many taunts they get, if any.
I get.
Looks like 0. Clearly I am the best at this deck, and no one is better than me, and it is a very skill-testing deck to play. Which is why I have an 82% win rate. Here's the deck code for those asking. I happen to have the abbreviated version available. Alex, thank you for the 11 months. Cannot agree more. I mean, it's just like clearly factually accurate, or clearly apparent right now.
Valera versus Sylvanas.
Okay, so what I've learned from reading YouTube comments
Own luck.
is that I need to somehow simultaneously concede to anybody that isn't legend, which would include my opponent, but also not tank my rank so far that I would play against not legends. So if anybody could help me figure out how to do that, I would very much appreciate it. Just gonna keep that. It's like, I don't want to queue into not legend players, but there aren't very many people at legend right now. And if I just concede to every non-legend player, then then I just queue into more not legend players. Alright, look for the weapon. That's not it. I am also going to need to leave a beast on the board to backstab. I'll punch just in case I top deck the weapon, because I'll absolutely play it if I do. Just keep conceding until every single player in NA Wild Legend is, or NA Wild is Legend. Problem sorted. I'm glad Twitch Jet's here with the big brain solutions. Why do people even want you to concede versus non-legend players? I don't know. Because it's apparently not a fair matchup, even though like a lot of people are still on their typical legend climb, like this opponent with the legend card back. People are just unreasonable and set like arbitrary rules that they think everyone else should follow.
Nothing.
Well, that is unfortunate for me, isn't it? Need to equip the weapon next turn and hope to draw into Anka.
A black arrow.
Quickly. Concede against non-legends to tank your MMR and face more non-legends? Yeah, that's like... That was essentially what they told me to do. And it was... absurd. Alright, I think I'm gonna lose this game, unfortunately. Like, even if I draw the Anka, I don't have enough time to get there. Looks like the Master's Call version.
Oh, new tip.
I was wrong. Are they looking for the Viper? I'm sure they've got that too, so I should probably keep that in mind, but like at the same time, I just probably use the Backstab to deal with the Deathwing if I ever get a chance to.
Vengeance is near.
Okay.
I have no time for games. You cannot.
They're certainly looking for something. They spent that entire time just cycling cards. That does not solve my problem here. I am gonna punch, though. Like, the Secret Passage doesn't actually help me. Because, if I draw the Anka off of the Secret Passage, I can't do anything with it. But if I draw the Anka off the top here, then I could do something about it.
Victory is in my grasp.
Thin the deck out a little bit? Yeah, but like thinning the deck doesn't... Like, I need to kill the opponent or set up a kill because they're going to kill me here. So, it's now or never, and unfortunately it's looking like never.
I have no time for games.
Which is the same time the opponent's turn will end, apparently.
Come dance to my song. I give up.
Unfortunate. Alright. I think I've got time for one more before I gotta go. Are they even going to Nerf Hunter? Probably not. I don't think that there's any reason to expect them to. Especially not before the mini set. And even after the mini set, I would be very surprised unless they release something that made it incredibly, incredibly strong in Standard,
I make my own luck.
which seems unlikely. Backstab's a reliable Necrim enabler, but I think I need to high roll a bit more. Coin is a little bit better. Okay. Is there a deck in Hearthstone history? Is there in Hearthstone history a hunter deck stronger than Questline and Wild? Yes, absolutely. Undertaker Hunter.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swords.
Okay. I've got the counterfeit coin for the combo enabler on the apothecary, so I don't need to save the backstab anymore.
In a box? Pirates.
I just need to draw the apothecary. Another good hit if and when I do.
Past me.
Got double weapon to mess around with.
Astonishing.
I need it.
Avast me.
Sure.
Nothing gets past me.
Second one would be a bummer, but not much I can do about it. I need to kill the cannon. Quest Warrior is broken. I think it's fine. There is always going to be a good deck and best deck in the format. We don't need to demand nerfs every single time that happens. It's too simple to play to be that good. That's the problem. That's what everybody says about every aggro deck, even when it's not true. There's no level of complexity that would make people satisfied with the power level that Pirate Warrior currently is at anyway. That was a very good draw, though. Like, Dark Glare Warlock was historically one of the most challenging decks to play optimally, while simultaneously being one of the best decks in the history of Hearthstone, and people still complained about it. So, like, people you just... feel like the format is going to be trash until they properly nerf Pirate Warrior. I mean, Pirate Warrior has been one of the strongest decks literally since the inception of Wild Hearthstone. Like, I don't know. Like, and people have been saying that since the inception of Wild Hearthstone. Like, if anything, original Wild Pirate Warrior was much stronger than the Questline version is now. Like, that deck was just far and away better than every other deck in the format for a long time. It's just, we have the same conversation about every best deck anytime there's a best deck, and there's always going to be a best deck. Even Warlock just absolutely dumpsters Pirate Warrior, so if you hate Pirate Warrior, just play that deck and win. Yeah, people were saying the same thing about Secret Mage a month ago, then Secret Mage is completely irrelevant now. It's just... it's the same conversation every expansion, every month, every meta. It's just... there's nothing unique about any deck other than Seedlock, in my opinion. Because that was uniquely oppressive and uniquely limiting in terms of what it did.
In session, I make my own luck.
Feel like we go from one set of nerfs to another problem. Well, that's because, like, balance changes have consequences. It's not just do nerf and then everything's fine. It's do nerf and then, like, there are other good things that people were not aware of or just, like, pop up as a result of the nerfs. Like, that's why nerfs aren't the end-all be-all solution. If you just do a bunch of nerfs at once, then you're still going to end up with a best deck and you'll be in the same spot with just more cards nerfed. Like, that's not a solution. You're in the same spot. It doesn't matter how many cards you nerf. Like, nerfs have consequences that people don't think about. They just think about, I don't like thing, nerf thing, and then when thing's gone, it's like, well, I don't like this thing, so nerf this thing. And then that gets nerfed, and then people say, well, I don't like that thing, so nerf that thing, and it's just like you're going in circles playing whack-a-mole. So, like, there's never going to be a metagame that everybody is perfectly satisfied with. So what I would encourage you to do is maybe try and find something or parts of certain metagames that you do enjoy. Find a way to enjoy the game in spite of that. Or don't, and don't play. But, like, constantly complaining and expecting that, like, if only things were different, you would enjoy the game is just, like, you're never going to be happy at that point. All I know is Ungoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, etc. were brilliant times in Hearthstone. Man, I miss those metas. Yeah, I really just miss auto-conceding to Quest Rogue. And I really miss when there were nothing but tier 0 Druid decks in Knights of the Frozen Throne. Again, there are good and bad things about every metagame. I think looking back at those times in particular, it's like, we could also go to kobolds, right? Everybody loved when Q-Block was super oppressive. Like, people don't seem to have the most accurate memory of, like, what those metagames actually were. Which metagame was your favorite? Honestly, I like... Even as I'm saying that, like, it sounds kind of pessimistic, but I don't think about metagames that were my favorite. I think about the ones that I disliked and the aspects of them that I disliked. I still enjoyed the game and played it in spite of the fact that there were parts of it that I didn't like.
Nothing gets past me.
I just recognize that, like, just because I don't like thing doesn't mean it's going to solve all my problems when that thing gets changed. Weapon. I have room to draw one card here. Unlucky. The difference between cards and the difference with decks now is that cards are at another power level when you compare to previous expansions. Yep. Same was true of Knights of the Frozen Throne and Kobolds and Catacombs. That was like one of the most significant jumps in power creep that we've ever experienced. Same thing could be said of, to a lesser extent, with Journey to Ungoro, but people don't like use that as an argument against those as those being like bad metagames. They just, again, remember fondly on them without considering the negative aspects of them. So again, that logic isn't consistent. Maybe. You think more nerfs are coming? No, I think they're going to wait and see for what happens when the mini set comes out, because that's coming, I would imagine, quite soon. Alright, I can add 2 cards to hand with this. Ideally, it would only be 1, but... Am I just not going to draw the weapon? What is going on?
Nothing gets past me.
I'm 0 for 2 on those secret plans.
I cannot hold any more cards.
I think the only kinds of decks that I found to be genuinely problematic are very few literal coin flip matchups like Darkest Hour Warlock. Yeah, that was one of my least favorite decks, and so was for. So I'm definitely right there. Oh my! This is the time that I draw it. Destroy all other minions, discard a card. Oh, okay. This works. Why wouldn't Sketchy work there?
Nothing gets past me.
What does the text on Sketchy say?
None can stand against the Serpent Lord.
I thought the Death Rattle had to proc first. Nope, I was wrong. GG, I guess that's not how Celestial Alignment works. We could still very much lose this. So could the opponent, though, if they whiff.
No more niceties.
Did they need to play the Spreading Plague first? Seems like it could have, could prevent them from killing me.
Sands of time run low.
I think the only complaint about the current metagame is questline decks play out a little bit more linear than I would like. I would like my game. Yeah, I think that's a legitimate concern. Or a legitimate criticism. But to say unequivocally if like nothing changes, then the game is going to be ruined is needlessly hyperbolic, to say the least.
Come dance to my song.
Well, the opponent seems to be struggling here. How much does this do? 9. Can't get to that. I just need to hope that the Nas solves my problem here.
Sands of time run low. And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Draws weapons too. It draws Death Rattle cards. That's the point of Sketchy in the deck. All right, I gotta get going. I will not be back tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday, so I will see you then. In the meantime, you can hang out with Martian, who's playing some Dead Man's Hand Warrior. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon.